What up, guys? It is Jules Gill here for WhatCulture.com, aka your resident neck vein, and I'm here with my son Ewan to talk about something less than pleasant. If I seem a little bit more cheerier than usual on this video, it's because I've been told that, unfortunately, if I have another outburst, then they'll take away Ewan. Social services have been on the phone. Isn't that right, boy?
Ow, you're hurting me.
Yes, I know. The pain is almost unbearable, isn't it? Because I've got to talk about things that suck more than your mother at a felching party. There's your one per list,
Thanks,
Ewan.
Dad.
Yeah, not a problem. So, what are we talking about today, then? Boss battles. That'll be fun. It'll be a bonding experience.
Yeah, it will.
No, I can't do it. Pack your bags and go to your mothers, because I want to talk about this, because these boss battles suck. Yay! I can see you pre-packed. Now sod off, you knuckle.
I want to die.
Okay, right, so let's begin with a little dip into the wonderful world of Rapture. Bioshock 1 is, as you will probably know where this is going, one of my favourite games of all time! But there is something that makes my underbum moist with rage! I love the atmosphere, I love the story, I even love getting squashed by a big daddy like I'm in a gay sauna again, but the one thing I cannot abide by is the Atlas boss battle. When you've poured hours into this game, losing yourself in its vibrant world, having to do a 3-stage slap fest with this charcoal-coloured is worse than watching Josh Brown do his hair every morning.
Oh, is it in place? Oh, is it in place?
Go watch some VR porn, you bongo bandit. Atlas throws everything he has at you, including flying sentry bots, people cosplaying as Newcastle at 3 a.m, as well as his own liquid and yet it all feels so boring. Shoot a bit, stab a bit, shoot a bit. If I wanted to do that, I'd just go on sabbatical from work again. They could have done so much more with this end battle, and it's a shame that the only thing that this scene has in common with the ocean setting is that it is at a level of crushing disappointment. Atlas, you grizzled puck of a human, go spin your globe somewhere else, and I hope you drown in a bath. Also, side note, you look like a dog chew. Right, bye-bye now. Next on my big cock chopping block is a battle that will make your ears bleed, your eyes burn, and your bum clench. Who can I possibly be talking about? Well, I got 3 words for you. It's no use! Silver the Hedgehog. What an absolute tumour. Can he stand our broken ears in a game that is the epitome of being broken? He can lock you into position and barrage you with his mental missiles again and again, and there's simply no strategy to beating him except get in his face and pray he doesn't do a Bill Cosby and paralyse you in place while he flings stuff in your face. Fighting this guy is about as appealing as using your scrotum as a frying pan, and don't get me started on the fact that he can throw you about the room like I do to Ewan when he gets back from school and he doesn't want to mine coal with his dad. Actually, maybe it's a good thing he got taken away. I'm actually quite the abusive father, really. Anyway, the point is that you can actually even get stuck on the scenery. Imagine that, being stuck there with that voice acting, that repetition of "it's no use" over and over, unable to die. That is my personal hell. So Silver, babe, do us a favour and drink bleach, would you? Now f*** off.
It's no use!
And speaking of being in the arse, let's talk about the bed of cancer. I mean Chaos, who is a f***ing... This is without a doubt the worst boss in Dark Souls. I mean, f***ing Pinwheel is better, for Christ's sake. And you know why it's so bad? Because thine control scheme doth not converteth well to a platforming experience. And therefore becometh like rubbing custard creams into thine eyes, a pain of monumental proportions. I swear I'm going mad. Now, I love the lore of this mutated magic munter, and I love the idea of travelling within it to bury your sword deep into its wound. Insert obvious sex joke here, but the delivery is wet bread. I'm not a duck! I don't like wet bread! First off, there is zero indication on which bits of the floor will collapse, so it's very unlikely that you'll make it through here first try. Then you've got to get your fat, clunky ass over an annoying jump, and you can be swept over the edge like I'm some sort of unwanted pubic hair on a barber's floor. The worst bit about this is that it betrays the aspect of getting good. You can't get good in this sort of scenario. Getting good is basically looking at the impossible and saying, yes, I can overcome that with skill, patience, and trying again and again. This is random chance. You cannot prepare for this. This is not getting good. It's not good at all. No, here it's just blind and cheap, and I hate it so much that I would rather have a million Rich Hudsons tell me about Roller Coaster Tycoon for an hour. Okay. That was a massive overstatement because I'd rather die than listening to Rich Hudson. Ever. Now, it's impossible for me not to talk about cheap, annoying boss battles without at least covering some fighting game baddies. I mean, there's so many to choose from. Seth from Street Fighter 4, I wish he'd gargle razor blades. Shao Kahn, more like off. Galactus from Marvel vs. Capcom, thank you for this terminal illness, may I have another? But after sifting through countless fighting game bosses, analysing all of their special traits, their annoying abilities and their ludicrous special moves, going against them in power rankings to see who is actually the top dog, I finally came to a realisation. When all of my research was in front of me, there was only one clear person who it should be. And that's the Siren from Bioshock Infinite. Oh, plot twist! Oh, hello, dial a dickhead, Jules speaking. What's that? You're annoyed the fact that I put 2 Bioshock bosses on my list. Well, first off, it's not a list, so Seuss my dong massive, good friend. Yes, you are having a long-necked African mammal. And also, B, because it's that bad. Thank you so kindly for your patronage. I couldn't do this without you. And yes, it is a lovely t-shirt that you can buy very, very soon and that the bosses didn't actually want me to get off the ground, so I'm doing it off my own back. Yeah, go follow me at RetroJ with a 0. Find out a bit more there. Speak to you soon. Bye, Mum. The Siren commits the cardinal sins of 1, being a bullet sponge of terrifying proportions, 2, being able to resurrect enemies to continually fight you, making the entire thing a chore, and 3, being a boss that you encounter 3 times during your run of Bioshock Infinite. Because that's what you want, isn't it? A shite boss experience reheated 3 times like the Black Death. I hated these encounters so much that it's one of the factors why Infinite is my personal least favourite of the franchise. But the worst thing is that even if you're careful with your ammo, you will run out and therefore be forced to either wait for your corseted caged lover friend to chuck you a piece or rush into the Siren's attack to grab ammo and risk having the willies put up you like Uncle Pete after he's been on the eggnog. I've not been abused this much by spirits since my last intervention. So why the f would I want to do it 3 times? God damn it, whoever thought this was a good idea, I hope you're dead. Right, stick a fork in me because I am Dunyan Rings with this episode. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments section below, as well as what other ones you'd like me to do next, because it's not like I'm going to get my son back. So in for a penny, in for a pound and all that. And yes, Jules, it is a lovely shirt. I know you want it on your body and over your nipples. Yes, you can have it if you go and follow the link that's on screen. Unless there isn't a link there, in which case the bosses have caught on what I'm trying to do. So just follow me at RetroJ with a 0 and we'll work something out. Be fine. Everyone can have a t-shirt. If you pay for it. Anyway, right, I'm done. F*** off.